fire. I think we need to set timing yet. Well, hello everyone. So today I thought I would run the engine a little bit, get this thing warmed up, and then see how the cylinders are doing. You know, seeing if they're heating up evenly and if everything is getting up to temperature, and then maybe get the radiator and test that out, because I want to see if everything's getting hot like it should. So let's see if I can flip this thing around here. And let's take a little look at what's really going on. So, got my thermometer. There's my laser beam, that's what I'm shooting at. And can you guys read it? Looks like 500 degrees is the exhaust coming out of there. Switch hands. Cylinder 2. What do we got here? Looks like about 500 degrees. Cylinder 3. Looks like I'm not getting it right, I know. About 450. Always hard to get. Alright, let's go back to the back cylinder. $530. 5 is 500-ish. See if I can see. How can I get this one? About 450. Let's see if I can come up here. And about 450. So they're all about the same. So the exhaust is coming out. Let's see the thermostat here. It looks like it's somewhere 200. A little warm maybe. That upper radiator hose, let's hit that. This is outside the thermostat. That's going to be 175, so it hasn't quite opened up yet. Let's see the lower radiator hose. And that's about 115, 120. So it looks like the radiator, well, let's try for up here. That's 170. So it doesn't look like it's quite opened up yet. Let's go see if we can warm this thing up a little bit. Now what do we get? 166. If that's a 195 thermostat, it's just never warming up. Oh wait, down here it's a little bit cooler or hotter. So that should be running something through there, I'm guessing. And down here, we're still at 115, 116. What about the radiator itself? 113 over here on this side. 111 over here. 120 down there. 122 down there. So it looks like where the fan is blowing, it's definitely cooler. Finally starting to warm up a little bit. Still cold down here. Showing about 122 coming out. And about 185, 190 coming in. So it's getting really close to being open. Let's get her a little warmer. How much fuel we got left? Oh, we're just about empty. Looks like it really sucks it down when you've done it like that. It still stumbles, but not as bad as it used to. Woo! Backfire. I think we need to set timing yet. Alright, what do you guys think? Give me some suggestions. I'm not sure what I should be doing next. So it looks like now I got the radiator working. Hopefully. So we should be able to warm it up. That's definitely showing 250. The hose is showing 175. The radiator showing 180. 185. Okay, for some reason it ran out or stopped recording while I was trying to record. Looks like it's really choppy. But as far as how well the cooler or the radiator is doing, looks like I'm getting, you know, upwards of, you know, up in that 180, 190 range for what's coming out. But what's ending up coming through the cooler or through the radiator looks to be somewhere around 120, 125, 120, 125. And the radiator is showing 180, 180, right up there somewhere. So it looks like the radiator is working. Now I just got to make sure there aren't any leaks. And sorry about the choppiness. I think my part might be just about full. So maybe I should switch phones, huh? I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, that other phone was probably getting a bit warm, and it was getting really choppy trying to record. So we'll cover this again. I started the engine. I got the thing warmed up. The radiator appears to be working pretty well. We have 200 and something coming out, 250-ish coming out of the radiator, or out of the engine. We have at the top of the radiator right at 175, 180. And then we swing around to the bottom of the radiator. And we're looking at about 120. So it's definitely cooling things down about 60 degrees, 70 degrees. When it's just sitting here and no air flowing through the radiator. So it seems to be doing pretty good there. And we'll do the cylinders again. This exhaust is right around 450. Cylinder 2, right around 450. Cylinder 3, right at 350. Hard to get to cylinder 3, it's buried in there so deep. Cylinder 4, 425. Cylinder 5, 500-ish. Cylinder 6, 500. So I don't know about that one. And my blood sugar is going down. So it's time to pull the truck in and probably go in for dinner. Looking at the block, there's the one of the cross plugs, 195. The back one, 195. So it's keeping the engine right about where it's supposed to, I believe. You guys let me know. But if the thermostat's 195 and the engine's 195, we're probably right about where we're supposed to be. Well, talk to you guys later. Bye. Alright, hello everybody. I am now about to start working on this these brakes. But before we get started, first thing we got to talk about is asbestos. This truck was built in the asbestos era. And we don't know what types of brakes are in it right now. I mean, they could have been replaced back in the 80s, but we don't know. So it's best to be cautious. So what we're going to do is make sure that we have plenty of water around so that we can spray down any dust that can be raised in this area and try to keep whatever might be floating around in the air to a minimum. Also, make sure you got plenty of brake clean. That goes without saying on most of these jobs. So, step one, I guess remove this hood cap. Need to get these dents pounded out of there, don't I? There we go. Whew, that's filthy. That hasn't been off of here in a long time. Okay, what else do we know? This is the driver's side of the truck. So, again, we don't know what this dust is. So we're going to wet that down now, but I'm betting these are left-handed threads because this is an old truck. You know, back in the 60s, Dodge used left-handed threads on the left side of the truck. So let's get the impact wrench, and we're not going to be blowing anything around over there. We're just going to let it kind of just float down, do whatever it needs to do. I need to get my impact, and I need to figure out about what size those are. Hey, I got it on the first try. Look at that. Whatever that was, I picked it up first thing. And it's a 3/4. All right. So it's a 3/4 inch lug. Let me go get the air hose. And all right. So I'm betting this is going to be lefty tighty, righty loosey. So I want to put this on the tighten mode to loosen these up. Yep, that's it. Oop, don't lose those though. Okay. Left-handed nuts aren't that easy to find. But they're coming off fairly easy. That's good. They're nice and tiny too, which is nice. Huh, interesting. Okay, let's pull this tire off and take a look. Okay. Woo, that's filthy too. All right. Bunch of cobwebs. And what we're going to do is wet that down. Then we'll go get some rags and try to wipe that off. Trash can underneath it. Where's my paper towels? Yuck. What the hell is that? Those drums are pretty filthy. Okay, how do we take these off now? Looks like we probably need to take the castle nut out, which means take the hubcap off here, and then take the castle nut off, and then that should slip off of there. Right? Okay, so Let's see what it takes to do that. Oh boy. Ah, okay, stick a screwdriver in there and kind of pry it off. Yep, it has a castle nut. Now what do? I guess we take the cotter pin out of there, or cotter key, or whatever you want to call it. There's another one. I need to put my glasses on. I can't see what I'm doing. Looks like there's only one end in there. So we pull the pin comes out. Now what size is this thing? And does it go on left or right? Good question. I don't know. Definitely not 3/4 though, I bet. Nope. Grab my biggest impact. Let's see what size that is. Maybe it's this one. Nope, it's bigger than 15/16. We're going to have to go to the 1/2 inch set. Is it a 1 inch? No, it's way bigger than that. Is it a 1 1/8? That's loose, so it must be 1 1/16. It sure as hell can't be metric. There we go. All right, this one looks like it could go lefty-loosey. Let's give it a shot. Yep, lefty-loosey. All right. There's a couple lug nuts that go lefty-tighty. Castle nut. Now what do we got to do? Try to wiggle this off of here. Maybe take a screwdriver. I think there's a washer. Looks like. I'm going to change into a set of gloves. We're going to get messed up. Oh, sorry guys. Did I mess you up? Let's put you back. Let's see, grimy gloves. I think I got a pair sitting down here somewhere. There we go. These I don't care if I get all covered with oil and grease. Alright, so then we got a washer. This washer has a little knob in it to go into that cut groove. So we'll put that down there. Then there's a bearing. There's a bearing. How do I get that out of there? And it looks like it's spinning pretty well. I think we just got to repack it with some grease. That grooves out. wiggle it out, huh? Every pull gets a little further. There, it's coming. Woo, don't lose it. All right, there's that bearing. There's the outer bearing. And we pull the drum off. And what do we see? We see an inner bearing and some other stuff. It looks like these need to be turned. Looks like there's plenty of meat on there to turn them. So I think we'll be able to do that. Have that done. All right, now what do we do? Mist that down. Don't trust anything that's in here, especially that. And that. Then let's see. We take a picture of how this thing is assembled. So I'm going to dig out my other camera. And come on, take a picture. No, not that way, the other way. There we go. So I want to take the whole thing so I know which side of the truck this is on. So I'm backing up. There we go. We know that one's... Wait, I wanted pictures, not video. So there. How this bottom piece goes together. How the top piece goes together. Now let's take a look, see, make sure those are all good shape. Looks like all three of those pictures make sense. All right, put that back away. I'll wipe the sweat off my brow. And now we pull this thing apart. Greasy as it is. All right, what do we know? We got to take this spring off, then that spring off. And then it should just unfold away from there. And then this piece we can't lose. And then there's these clips here. Let's take those two springs off first. Oh my! Oh, those are hard to move. See if we can get in behind them. Okay, if I do that and then take another screwdriver and get it in behind there, I think I can pull that spring off. Let me go grab one. So what I'm doing is I'm using the end point of this spring as kind of a pry lever to get underneath it, and then pulling it over the top. Kind of like reverse order of what Uncle Tony's Garage shows. Basically, take them, if I can get it on there, let's get on there. All right, there it is. Come on, get out of there. and release. And release. And get underneath there and don't lose it. There it goes. Released. Okay, now I got to get this other one. So I'm going to take that spring and I'm going to lay it down here. I'm going to move this drum completely out of the way because it's just taking up too much space on my cart. Now how do I get this one out of here? Come in from this way. Maybe I need a littler screwdriver. Let's try that. Something smaller than that stud that it puts it on. Let's see if I can work underneath it. No. I need to use something to pry on that. There, oh, almost had it. Almost had it again. I can get a corner under it, but I can't get the whole screwdriver under it. Okay. Just muscle it off. I don't know. I'm not Superman though. Far from it. Get off of there. Oh man, that spring has a lot of tension. Boy, those guys who can hold on to this stuff really have a lot of power. Maybe if I do this. I'm going to push on it with the pliers and get underneath it with the screwdriver. Can I do that? Oh, there it is. That's the trick. Oh, you dirty. There it goes. Oh, give it a twist. So I push on it really hard and give it a twist and then it comes right off. There you go, guys. That's the trick. Yeah, Uncle Tony didn't really give that information to us. But, there we go. There's those two springs. Then we have this little dilly bobber here that goes behind them. Then he says we should be able to take these retainers off using a pair of pliers. Let's see if I can do that. I think I can. Oh, I did. Woohoo! All right, got that spring off. And here's the retainer. Boy, that thing's pretty bent up, but it was still holding. Now we go for the other side. I'm doing this. Oh, there. Oh, I thought I had it. There we go. You got to hold the thing on the back side so it doesn't twist with the spring and the cap. Okay. Then we pull that one off. That one isn't quite as bad. It's pretty straight yet. Doesn't look rotted. Then when he showed putting it together, he said leave all this stuff together. So I'm just going to try lifting it off. Ooh, look at that. That comes off really easy that way. Okay. Now I'm just going to set that down on my cart. And what do I need to do next? Yeah, these shoes don't look all that bad, but the drums do, so I suppose it isn't a bad idea to do the whole damn thing. Now I gotta take this off. Everybody says that these are a pain, so I'm gonna take a look in behind here. Can't see a thing, because it's too dark. Need my trouble light. That hose goes to there, and I need to replace those hoses too. So all of that needs to go. And then, oh my. Okay. Yeah, it looks like that master cylinder is pretty bad. Ooh, it's bright. I don't like that. I don't like that either. I put it here. Oh, my eyes are burning. Sweat's running down my eyes. Hold on. Oh, take the glasses off. Let's see if I can wipe that sweat off my face now. Because it is humid. Whew. Okay. All right, what do we got here? Chop some of that crust off and see what we have underneath. Okay, how do we take that all apart? Oh, okay. That hose is just a wrench and then two little nuts. What size they are? I don't know, 7/16 maybe? I'll bring a half into 7/16 just to see. Ow! That's half. That's bigger than half. So maybe 9/16. doesn't let you get on that from there with that. And it's not 9/16. It's bigger than that yet too. Let's try the extension. Get on it with an extension. Oh yeah, okay, and it broke free. So that wasn't too bad. Oh, that wasn't too bad either. All right. So that can come loose fairly easy. Now let's try 5/8. Because 9/16 clearly doesn't do it. Get the hose off with that. Yeah, that's it. Let's see. Lefty loosey. Ah, there it came. All right. The hose is loose. The bolts are loose. So now, let's get the new part. Where did I hide my brake parts? I think I left them over here on the bench. And now, which one of them is the one I'm looking for? It's been so long since I bought these, I can't remember which one's which. Well, this is definitely a front, but I think that's front left. I need front right. Let's try this one. Nope, that's a rear. Let's try that one. Aha! I think I found it. Maybe. So I bought a Ray Bestis part. There it is. And what my plan is I'm going to take this out. Then I'm going to well, wait, I got to replace that hose too. Where's that at? I need to find that part. Here's brake hardware. Where's my brake hoses? Ah, here they are. So I have a new brake hose. I have a new hardware kit. Hopefully it's the right hardware because it's hard to find the front ones. They say it's the rear one, so I'm just going to see what I can use and what I have to reuse. But I'm hoping 99% of it's the same stuff for the hardware kit. Okay, how do we break the back thing loose? So we have that. What's the other side look like? Goes through the frame. And there's a great big nut and a little bitty brake line that goes into there. So what do we need next? We need, I bet you we need monkey teeth, right? Everybody's saying monkey teeth. So we're going to go with the old PV blaster on that. See if I can see it. Yeah, thanks for the word of warning to everybody who said, hey, anything that's rubber and 60 years old probably isn't much rubber left to it. So, let's see, how are we going to get that loose now? I'm going to have to take a wrench and hopefully break that free without twisting the line. Then I'm going to need a socket to run that out. So I got to get the line out of the way first. That little bitty one. I don't know what size that is, maybe a 1/4 inch, it's tiny. Let's try 3/32 first. Well, I can't even get in there. Design that way up behind there. Is that the right size even? No. Alright, it's bigger than 3/8, I think. Or no, that's 5/16. Maybe it is a 3/8. Let's give it a shot. Hopefully it's something a little bigger, because I can barely get my fingers in there. Apparently it's bigger than